Okay, so here's what we can't do as healers. We can't solve every problem. We can't make everyone feel better. We also can't overwhelm ourselves in order to help other people. And we can't keep taking on the responsibility and the energy of other people in order to help. And sometimes, you know, myself included, especially when it involves, helping other people that you know, this is where it gets really difficult because as a person, it's really easy to feel the anxiety of all the energy and the trying to come up with resources and solving problems and that mode that you're always in trying to help people, but it can get to a point where it overloads you. And I know that this is more of an issue when you're trying to help people that you know, because you really, jump in, especially if it's family members, you jump in and you want to solve problems for people. But at the end of the day, if you start to feel your own energy surging, you start to feel almost like your blood is pulsating and there's a vibration that's happening that doesn't feel pleasant. That's you being overwhelmed with someone else's energy. And at the end of the day, I think we just have to realize as healers that we can't make people feel better or get better, right? We are guides that we can help people. And sometimes, as a healer, this is the hard part, is that, I have so much healing knowledge and information. I have courses, I have workbooks, I have so many resources to help. And yet, even with all of that, you can't always help the people that are right in front of you, the people that you know. And so I wanted to just talk a little bit about that, because when you're close to people, there is that part where, when people are strangers and they take in your information, there's nothing else attached to that. And so they're in their own space taking in the information and processing it. But when you're close to people, there's all these calm lines of experience that's attached. And so when they hear the same information, it may not land, or they may hear it, but they're not taking it in the way a stranger would, who is only listening to the education and the energy of your words, or what you've written, or what you're telling them to do, and then processing it through their own life and experience. It's more difficult when you're working to help, family members or friends that you're close to, because all those calm lines can actually become a little prohibitive. It's there's a lot more attached versus the non-attached way in which you can, deliver messages to people that don't know you. And the other thing is that you're also not feeling that urge to fix everything. It's harder when it's parents too. You throw parental stuff onto that. If you're a healer and a parent and you're trying to help, that can be really difficult too, and it can just create a lot of anxiety. So if you're feeling any of that, which, I'm having a day like today where I'm dealing with certain things with, people that I'm close with, and I felt my energy just getting overwhelmed with this feeling that you got to fix something. And then I pull it all back in and I just remember who I am. And I just remember that, you know what, Sufi, you can't make anyone better. You can't fix anyone. You can guide them, but you're not going to make anyone, it's not your job to make someone feel better or even get better. You can be a guide, and that's ultimately when we're teaching and helping people, we're helping them get better, not just feel better. Because remember how I say you could feel better by eating chocolate or potato chips, but it doesn't last. So getting better has to do with, really getting to the root issue. But even that, we are only guides. I'm only a guide. I can't get you there if you don't take the steps. The person that's in need takes the steps, and that's the hard thing. That's the mastery work at being a healer, is getting to that place where you realize you're just there as a guide to help people, and ultimately they get themselves there. So what I'm doing today is just calling back in my energy. So if that happens to you, here's what you do. You just take a deep breath. I'm gonna do it right now. And I call in all my own energy, and I see the light of my energy come back into my body, and I breathe out. Thank you. Taking another deep breath, and I see all the energy around me that does not belong to me, and I send it back to its source with love. So I acknowledge you, and I'm sending you back with love to your source. And I breathe it out. And therefore what I'm doing is I'm seeing that I'm holding my own energy, and I'm sending all this other surrounding energy, these people that you know and that you don't know, that have comm lines into you through conversation or through history or through just, family or friends or all that. But at the end of the day, you got to release all that back to their source. But you do it with love, because you don't want to release it back if it was like a horrible energy. You want it to go back better than how it was received. And so I send it back to the universe, or back to the person with love. And then you move on. You find your own peace, because as healers, we need longevity. We're not going to have longevity if we're burning ourselves out. And that pulsation, that anxiety, that I'm on edge type of feeling, that's kind of your sign that you're taking on too much, and you're wanting to fix everything. And that's not where we are. We definitely have resources, and we can offer guidance and all that, but we need to pull back when it comes to, taking steps for other people. Right? So you give resources, and then you let them do the work, so that you're not taking on all this anxiety energy of feeling like you got to fix everything or make it happen. You're a resource and a guide, and the person who wants to heal makes it happen. Okay. So from my experience to you, at your desk or wherever you're sitting, I hope this has helped you. And just breathing it all out. Breathing it all out makes a huge difference. Take that moment for you to just, settle back into your own energy and release all that other energy that does not belong to you. Even when it's family or friends, it's not your responsibility to hold that energy of wherever that person is in their life. That's their journey. You come back to center with your own energy once you've given resources and guidance, and then you allow the person in question to actually make it happen, right? So I hope that's helped you. This definitely helped me to release some of that today, and I always do better when I'm teaching you guys. If I'm sharing and teaching you, it's also realigning me, which is why I do what I do, is to keep myself in alignment. And I hope this has helped you. So I will see you guys again next week. Make sure to like and subscribe. Come back every week for the weekly drop of a new video every Wednesday. I'll see you guys later. And check out these other videos that are available too, because I'm sure you've missed some, and a couple of them will pop up. Talk to you guys later. Bye.